are tuning into a very special Thoughts Count Anywhere episode coming to you live from Unicon here in Las Vegas at the World Market Center. And I know you're watching because we are honored to have with us Brett Lawson, of course. He fills in on Thoughts Count Anywhere. Chief and Matt, they're running around taking care of other stuff for public relations. Brett is sitting in. Brett, you are here on a very lucky day.
Yeah, I picked a good one, or just lucked into a good one, I should say.
You stepped into some good shit. That's what you did. Joining us here on set, as you can see, two gentlemen that, of course, are synonymous with wrestling, now with Impact. To my right, Heath. To the far end is Rhyno. Gentlemen, welcome to Unicon and Thoughts Count Anywhere.
Man, thanks for having us, bud. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it. And listen, big fans of yours. Been following you guys a long time. Not that I want to give away my age or yours, but you guys have a great honor within the world of professional wrestling. Now you're at Impact, which, by the way, folks, is coming to Vegas very soon, and we have information on that. So now you guys are on Impact together. Tell me what it's like at Impact and how you guys are doing now, because something is going on from what I've been watching, and I'm not sure good, bad, or indifferent. So can you fill us in, Rhyno? We'll start with you if you don't mind.
Well, yeah, I started back with Impact in 2019, and I've been here ever since. And then Heath has came in, and the whole Heath for Impact, and then he was off for a little bit. And when he was off due to injury, I teamed up with Violent by Design, Eric Young, and so things now Heath is back, and he's trying to pull me away from Violent by Design, but I don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah, so let me add to that story.
Okay.
So my buddy over here, once I got released, talked me into coming to Impact.
Oh, he talked you into it?
Yeah, calling me every day, telling me, hey, man, come over here. Just try it out, man. I'm over here, this and that. So I gave it a chance, and it was great. I've had a lot of fun there. But then again, my fun times was very short-lasted, I got hurt, and I've been out for nearly a year. Coming up, this Bound for Glory at Sam's Town right here, October 23rd, on my shirt.
That's it. He's a walking billboard for us, folks, right there.
It is. I'm hoping that I will have a match there and someone will be in my corner, but I don't know if it's looking like it's going to happen that way because he has new friends that's not really good friends for him.
All right, Brett, you're hearing a difference of opinion here.
Yeah, absolutely. I just have to ask you guys this. With the history you have, obviously going from one promotion to the other, does that make it difficult or does that make it easier to kind of re-collaborate and reset when you do cross paths once again? Rhyno, I'll start with you.
I think it's a little easier, but when you have Eric Young in the equation, it makes it a little more difficult. I don't want to say I've been having a lot of fun with Violent by Design, but it does, you're in a group and you kind of feel loved in a group. But Heath and I, we've had a lot of fun on the road for 3 or 4 years. So especially being the first SmackDown ever tag team champions, it's a lot of fun.
Hold on. Being in a group feeling loved? You call that love?
It's tough love sometimes,
That's brutal love.
Different definitions here, it looks like,
That's savage love. That's not tough love. Tough love is when you fall and your dad just says, hey, get up, you're fine.
Rub some dirt in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Dad, go. I still can't get to him. He's brainwashed.
Love has a definition very different for everybody, I guess. So, as was mentioned, October 23rd, Bound for Glory, live pay-per-view coming from our Sam's Town right here in Las Vegas. And then October 24th and 25th, there'll be the shows at Sam's Town, which is going to be part of the weekly Impact show. Tickets for these shows are available now at Ticketmaster.com. All shows do start at 7 p.m. Pacific time, so plan accordingly. Get it on your calendar. What better way to celebrate a week before Halloween than to see Bound for Glory Impact Wrestling right here in Las Vegas?
Absolutely. And, Sam's Town has had some great wrestling shows the past couple of years. They kind of established a reputation for just that.
Absolutely.
So to have this now in that mix makes it that much better.
So what's it been like? Now, it's been a year, so obviously your recovery's going well, okay? I know, again, like Brett mentioned, you guys together have had a lot of success, but you've had a lot of time to think for that last year about the direction of where you want to go now that you're in Impact. Tell me about that, and I know you're trying to talk with Rhyno, and it sounds like, there's a little on the fence there. Give him a pitch, man. Why should we see Heath and Rhyno back together again on Impact?
Well, we were back together on Impact when I first got there, but then the injury happened. But then again, it's been nearly a year of me kicking my ass, going through therapy, having my two little girls, Katie and Courtney, kicking my butt at Architect Sports, man. Like literally, like putting me through it and being savages, but I needed it. And then, like just thinking about everything that I want to do and how to change and how to grow, and I feel like I have. And now my whole goal was to come back, me and Rhyno pick up the pieces and go for those tag titles and grab another set, put it around her waist. But then all of this VBD stuff started happening.
Right.
And then the way that I see him being treated is something like no one would want to be treated like that.
Mm-hmm.
So as a friend, as a brother, as a person that loves him, as a family member, I ain't going to sit there and let it happen.
Right.
So that's how I feel. So in my mind, my whole thing is I'm still going to try to get my best friend back and get those tag team titles.
My question to you, Rhyno, would be that when you initially signed with Impact, were you trying to branch out, kind of get back into the singles aspect of your career and try to accomplish more in those waters, or did you expect kind of to reconvene with Heath so soonly once you knew that he was also going to be joining Impact?
Well, I was there for about a year, and I always was a singles wrestler until Heath and I won the tag titles, and then I really enjoyed it. And I've wrestled tag, throughout the years, and tag team wrestling is it's not as easy as you might think. Mm-hmm. There's two people in there, you get to tag in and out. There's a science behind tag team wrestling, but Heath mentioned something earlier when he said he grew as a person when he was home, and a lot of times you could be family on the road, talk to each other every day, and then when you're not on the road, you don't talk to each other. Yeah. It's just a weird thing in wrestling. You still have that respect for each other and love for each other, and maybe you grew as a person, Heath, but maybe we grew apart as a team, and not to sound bitter or anything, wow, but just to sound realistic, I respect you as a person, as a father, as a husband, and all that stuff, and as a competitor. But the stuff with Eric Young and Violent by Design, we're not fan favorites, but it's a part of my career that I've embraced right now, and I know what you're doing. You're trying to get us back together as a team, and yes, I did when the opportunity arose, when you could come to Impact and really make a difference and go after the tag titles. Things change. So, either you did grow as a person and maybe we grew apart as a team. But definitely I know what you're trying to do in Vegas, trying to get me to team with you. I know the way you think, and you know the way I think. But you can't pull at my heartstrings, and it just isn't going to happen overnight. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Sounds to me like, Heath, you've got your work cut out for you to convince him. And yet at the same token, Rhyno, it seems like, in a way, you seem kind of rooted where you are with Eric Young and company, and maybe you might be better served staying where you are. It's kind of 50-50, sounds like.
You look next to you, and you have Joe Dorian. Here's a guy that's 6'7", 300 and some pounds, and then you got Diener. He's just like a little angry chihuahua, but he's not little. He's about 210 pounds.
Sure.
And, it's just like, do you want to be with them or do you want to be against them? And, sometimes they'll jump you and beat the crap out of you, but you see it in a different site.
Heath's not taking that. I mean, he laughed at that last comment.
Right.
Yeah, no, the whole thing about me saying that I've grown and all of that and off the road and all that stuff, it's funny you mentioned that because while I was growing, I was still calling, messaging, and everything. And then someone never called back, messaged back, or anything. So if you want to bring that up, then why won't you just take your own words and eat it?
Wow.
Yeah, and I understand you have a right to be upset. And a lot of people think, I'm horrible at calling people back. And I understand how people take it personal. My own family, I don't even return their calls. But, it's just one of those things where, in my life it was a different, plus I have a small business back home and stuff like that. And, and those are excuses. I understand that. And I still consider Heath a friend, but I just, in wrestling, sometimes, you're take different avenues. So wrestling and life kind of imitates each other.
Do you think before those, two avenues split, if you will, Heath, do you think you guys had a lot left on the table as a tag team? Because it seems like you guys were able to accomplish a lot, but it was almost like a blink and you missed it type of thing. You didn't have that long of a run. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's all on the table still. It really is. But what I can say it, and you know how you can tell your kid something, but they don't listen. But then someone else can tell them, and they listen.
Right.
And you've been trying to say it over and over again. That's where I'm at with this Rhyno. I'm telling him, but he ain't listening. But everyone else is telling him he ain't listening. He's brainwashed because it was all fun and dandy while I was hurt for a couple months. And then VBD came into the situation, and I never heard anything for, 8 months? So it's one of those things I'm talking. It's one of those things where you can point the finger, but what you need to do is look in the mirror and find yourself.
Right. But sometimes, and I understand why you say I may be brainwashed, but Eric Young, you guys know who Eric Young is.
Absolutely.
He's the one that's telling me that I shouldn't even like your kids in the first place.
Wow.
But I don't listen to that.
Wow.
I still like your kids, and I like the fact that you're a great dad. And I kind of lighten up, inside when they call me Uncle Rhyno. It's nice and it's special, but he's the one telling me that. So I'm not totally brainwashed, because he's telling me, your kids should mean nothing to me, and that's untrue. I'm not believing, what he's saying there. So I can understand how someone outside the box can see that I'm brainwashed, but, I maybe a little bit, but, when he's telling me not to like your kids and, that's where I draw the line. But, in October 23rd, there's going to be a lot of great action. It's just not, figuring out what we're going to do, if there's a path forward with us or if there will never be a path forward, so.
So, Heath, let me ask you this question. Of all those unanswered texts and phone calls over the course of that year, had Rhyno replied to at least one text or call, would you be feeling differently right now?
Probably not if it was just one.
Okay.
Whenever I would have messaged him all day, every day, and like we used to. But
did he check in with you during your healing after your injury?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything was good until he joined BBD.
Gotcha.
And then it was like it was like someone passed away. I never heard from him. But the way it's looking, it's one of those things that I love the dude. I'm gonna keep swinging and chipping at him. And then if I do get a match with VBD or whoever at Bound for Glory, then either I'm going to go in there with him or I'm going to go in there alone. So the ball's in his court.
So go ahead, Brett.
Rhyno, I would just have to ask you, do you think once your immediate goal and once it's kind of on your plate immediately and once that's taken care of, then do you think a possibility of reuniting with Heath on the tag team circuit could emerge? Or do you think it's pretty much at this point, no matter what you do at Impact, that ship has kind of sailed for you?
I mean, never say never, but still I have to check with Eric Young on that.
Wow.
I mean, I do. You let me come out here.
I did hear that, and I turned to Heath right away. I'm like, okay, now what?
Yeah, he did tell me.
This
we
is
got
what
trouble.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh man.
We have a special guest.
Where's the crowd pop?
Hey everybody! Yeah, and the crowd goes mild.
Where's the pop?
There you go. That's my future. There you go. Welcome to all you rookies out there. This is your future.
Justin, my heart is beating right now.
And that's an understatement.
Yeah, for sure. Why don't you tell everybody who may not know who you are? Let's at least fill in the uncertain people. It's probably few.
Thank you. You're a little sweaty now too.
I am. I'm hanging on.
He's not the only one,
off the chair
Victoria.
right now.
My name is Lisa Marie Varon, also known as former WWE Victoria, formerly known as Impact Wrestling TNA Tara, and one of the hosts on God TV. If you're not tuned into God TV show on YouTube, shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you.
You know
For
what?
shame.
The party is here at Vegas Unicon. You guys, I'm so excited. This is huge. I did not expect it.
I'm more excited now than I was 2 minutes ago.
She could do this job better than we can.
Right.
Take over. We'll just
Not my first rodeo, you guys.
We'll mark out in the crowd.
Wow.
Yeah, are we all going to be here every single day?
Yeah.
I'm here Friday, Saturday,
We're
Sunday.
here.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here.
Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
I'll be up on the main stage.
Every day I'm hustling.
How do you
We
answer?
hope to see
I know,
you guys
I'm
there,
blushing.
you guys. We hope to see you here. I'm going to go set up my booth. Got a lot of goodies. Did you guys bring a lot of goodies?
Oh, we're
Yeah.
ready.
T-shirts, little photo ops. Yeah, and there's a wrestling ring there. There's going to be wrestling going on.
Really?
You have a match?
No.
Gore!
Unless they booked me and I didn't know. So.
And we call Rhyno Quadzilla. You
Right.
gotta check out
right.
his legs.
Right.
He's been known for those thighs.
For a long
Right.
time, too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The man
Yeah.
beast.
So let me, while you're here, let me ask you a question. Should these guys get back together or stay on their singles course?
Unity. I'm all about forgetting the
see.
past and forgiving. I'm retired. I'm friends with all my enemies. It's not worth it.
Close
Wasted
circle.
energy, guys. Wasted energy.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Aw,
What
love,
better
love is
source
in
to
the
hear
air.
from?
Love is in the air.
Love is
I
definitely
feel
in
spiritually enlightened after that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Like
She didn't have to say a word. She stopped right here and touched my back. I was enlightened right from there.
Oh, and that's on my price sheet.
there you go. Part of the package.
Exactly. But I hope guys see you here. I'm gonna go set up my booth, and I'll see you guys there.
Thank you
Right
so
on.
much.
See you.
Oh, yay, Vegas Unicorn!
Thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
So
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Victoria.
Yeah, dude.
October 23rd, Bound for Glory, live on pay-per-view, Samstown. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. October 24th and 25th, shows are going to be. Thank you. Oh my God! I'm never washing this shirt again,
Yeah,
ladies and
that's
gentlemen.
it for them. That's it.
I'll give you 30 if you give me 5 more minutes. But anyway,
I got some bills to pay.
October. Oh my God! October 24 and 25 shows also at Samstown. Impact weekly taping for their shows. Tickets are all available at Ticketmaster.com. Gentlemen, listen. You heard it from her. Unity is best. I'm not sure if we were gambling here in Las Vegas. I don't know which way I would place my bet as to whether you will or will not. I'm up in the air. But with this, closing comments about Bound for Glory, about whatever you want. This is your time as we get ready to say goodbye. Your time. You guys go.
Oh, baby. Honestly, Bound for Glory, Samstown, October 23rd. Come out for it. And tickets will be on Ticketmaster. Please come and see if this big old refrigerator of a man will be in my corner or not.
Rhyno?
Well, just so you know, Heath, if you looked and smelled as good as Victoria, I'd be your teammate.
Oh, my God.
Every hour on the hour.
So I don't think you're going to look as good and smell as good as
my
her.
goodness.
So
Victoria, where's
so
your
it's still up in
perfume?
the air. Yeah.
We got to go find her
your
table.
perfume.
I got to go find her table. We need some of that perfume. All right, Brett, what final thoughts, man?
No, that was outstanding. I cannot wait for the show. It's an honor to have you guys on the joining us here today. Rhyno, a big reason I've respected you throughout your entire careers because you've never really, I guess you could say fine-tuned it, but you've never really needed to repackage yourself. Everywhere you've gone, you, as just everything about your identity, the aesthetic has always worked. Where Heath, it has for you, whether you're repackaging yourself, whether you're slightly tweaking it, you guys at the core always represent what makes it business great, and that's character and passion. So I really appreciate you guys joining us today, and good luck at Impact.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And I was going to say, listen, Heath has had to do what he's had to do because he's got kids. You know
He's
what I'm
got
saying?
kids.
He's got kids.
Got
man.
kids.
Rhyno, always a professional. Absolutely, I
Thank
agree.
you.
Straight down the line, you guys have always worked hard, and it's why wrestling continues to be great because
Absolutely.
of folks like you.
Yep.
All right, we thank you for tuning in for this special edition of Thoughts Count Anywhere. We're only getting started here at Unicon here at the World Market Center. Doors officially open at 2 o'clock today. Go to unicon.vegas for all the details for this weekend. A lot going on. I don't know if you can hear some of the noise. People are still setting up, but you've got to get down here. But, again, October 23rd, Bound for Glory, Impact Wrestling, live pay-per-view at Samstown. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com. Go down for the weekly tapings of shows, 24th, 25th. It's guaranteed to be a great time, and come down to meet these guys. They're going to be here all weekend. I'm going to go find her booth right after this is done. I got to, anyway. Thank you for
follow
watching.
you.
Cloud of dust.
For Cloud of Dust.
Yeah.
For Rhyno, for Heath, Brett, thank you guys. I'm Aaron Phillips. We'll see you again anytime soon right here on Unicon. Go Live Vegas Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back later.
Unicon coming October 1st to the 3rd, 2021. Las Vegas, when you're ready for 3 days of pop culture, comic, toys, games, food trucks, and sports. Unicon features a huge vendor floor, awesome panels, and your chance to meet incredible guest celebrities. So make sure you make plans October 1st to the 3rd, 2021. The Expo at the World Market Center. For more information, visit www.unicon.vegas. Unicon, fandoms united.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? Is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.